Our first game up for review is, in a word, huge. Now, it's fantasy, it's an RPG, and if I had a toilet as a seat in my gaming room, I probably wouldn't stop playing this game ever. In fact, that's not actually a bad idea. Anyway, here we are with Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim. In the name of everything that is epic comes the Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim. One of the most ambitious and hotly anticipated titles of 2011, Skyrim looks like any fantasy lover's wet dream, with magical swords, huge mountainous terrain, and of course, dragons. After doing so well with the Fallout series, Bethesda returned to what put them on the map. But is it possible that this game could fail to live up to expectations? It's possible, but not likely. We check it out. Dragons have returned to the provinces of Skyrim, and you, as a Dragonborn, must figure out why. But beware, there's civil war, bandits and beasts in Skyrim that will make everything a bit more difficult. Playing Skyrim, I couldn't help but feel a big mashup between Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. The story is great, but you'll have a whole lot more side quests on your adventure that will take you all over this huge and wonderfully rich map. Bethesda have made one of the greatest worlds here that is full of atmosphere and life. You have absolute freedom in this game. Own a house, put your books on a bookshelf, create your own weapon, buy a dog. It's amazing how many options you have. You'll build and create your own character and level them up as they improve their many abilities, which are personalised from how you play, with multiple perks to choose from. Skyrim definitely has an epic and enchanting feel to it, but it does somewhat feel like the series has lost some substance, with less focus on how your character affects the world around him or her. You do just simply progress the game without much consequence. But besides this, Skyrim is a masterpiece in gaming.
You can't do this! Halt! You're not gonna kill me! Archers!
Never before has the fantasy RPG looked this good. Like I mentioned previously, this is a fully realised fantasy world, with clouds hugging mountainscapes, trees blowing in the wind, and beautiful flora and fauna all over the place. There is so much detail in this game, it even has different seasons. Whilst character movements are still a bit stilted, it's a big improvement from the Fallout series, especially the dialogue scenes. Creatures like trolls and dragons look wicked, the architecture on castles and villages is diverse, and the dungeons offer rewards of their own. I have to say that the lighting and shadows is probably Skyrim's biggest graphical breakthrough, and certain spells and shouts are just pure eye candy. As big a game as this is, it still has certain frame rate issues and small bugs that exist, but nothing to break the experience. There's a beautiful and thumping soundtrack that follows your play, and it's full of Enya-like sounds and then thumping drums when you enter into battle. Dialogue is fun, and most Nords seem like they're from Austria, but Skyrim's overall graphics and sound is a marvel of RPG gaming.
That's never should have come.
You'll start Skyrim with choosing your character's race, appearance, and then you'll be off to wander the land. It won't take long till you've worked up a whole long list of quests to do, and it's amazing to see how creative and unique each one is. There's a lot of go here and find this for me, but each one leads to an unexpected twist or a reward of some sort. The fighting is a little hack and slash, but with the ability to mix magic, shield, sword, shouts, using both hands, it's more than satisfying. The finishing moves also are a nice touch. Your first fight with a dragon is definitely an unforgettable experience, as these huge winged beasts shoot fire and ice from the sky and try to eat you up close. Defeating dragons earns you dragon souls, which can then be used to purchase shouts, which are powerful attacks of the Dragonborn, and you'll find many different ones all over Skyrim. Depending on your style of play, you'll level up through skill use. So if you do a lot of lockpicking or uses of magic, these will be your strongest abilities. It's a nice feature that rewards you whilst always giving you the options of how to play. Dialogue options are much smoother than before, with less artificial characters, and the game can put you in some interesting situations. Exploring is the most fun though, as Skyrim has so much content that you'll be still unlocking abilities and finding treasures after 100 hours of gameplay. There's some minor flaws, but so many grand achievements that Skyrim could easily be the single greatest RPG title ever made. Now, I cannot help but feel I've done this game an injustice in this review, as I've failed to mention so many of the cool things like dual casting spells and enlisting the help of companions, or even sneaking up behind guards and taking them out. I mean, it's ridiculous how big this game is. Now, I'm still playing this title since last year. It is so epic, so it deserves an epic score of 9.93 out of 10.01. Ooh. Oh. Ooh.